headlines that we are tracking from the world of commodities. But first up, as promised, let's put the spotlight on India's dairy sector then. And the government has gone ahead and reduced GST on several dairy products, including ghee and paneer. So what impact will that have on India's dairy sector? To discuss exactly that, we are now joined by Manish Bandlish, Managing Director at Mother Dairy. Manish, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. Big move coming in for India's dairy sector, isn't it? If you can tell us, I believe that demand is largely inelastic, but given the cut in GST that the government announced yesterday evening, how does life change for the industry and for Mother Dairy in particular?
Thank you, Ashisha, for having me on this program. I think as an organization, we really welcome the steps taken by the Government of India in reducing the GST for the dairy sector. A big boost will come for the categories like paneer or cheese, ghee, for example. These are the categories which will definitely get benefited by these duty cuts. Uh, Unlike what you said, I think there is a large opportunity which is lying in the dairy industry for the consumers to get good quality products. Even today, there's a lot of unorganized sector which exists in India, where the quality could be subjected to a lot of question mark. I think with this initiative, the consumers will have a better choice because the prices are likely to go down, and hence it will give a lot of boost to the overall consumption for the dairy organized sector. And we really welcome this particular step taken by the government, and I think it will really benefit the consumer and also the farmers who finally will get a better yield for their milk.
Okay, so farmers are likely to benefit and so will consumers. But Manish, since you were talking about organized versus unorganized market share, if you can tell us if at all this GST cut will ensure that consumers now move to premium products, how much will the market share of the organized segment inch higher by on account of this rate cut?
See, the organized sector in dairy value-added products is not more than 35 to 40% in general, uh, because you will still find a lot of consumption happening on the loose categories. When we look at paneer, for example, the penetration of paneer, organized paneer, is not more than 5% in the consumer's basket. With these kind of steps which the government has taken, I think the consumer will start shifting towards packaged paneer. Similarly, for ghee, you see a lot of spurious ghee which is available in the market. With a reduction in GST from 12 to 5%, will become the actual genuine ghee produced by Mother Dairy kind of players will become much more affordable for the consumer just before the festive season. So I think these are the steps which are likely to really boost the demand for the consumers and will really help in terms of consumption for organized sector.
So consumption for organized sector is likely to inch higher on account of GST rate cut for the dairy sector. But I believe the full benefit of this GST cut will be passed on to the consumers, right? So if you can elaborate on the point that you were making, how will it then help the farmer community and the agri market at large on account of this?
Yeah, we have crores of farmers which are there in India, and many of these farmers are connected to players like us. For example, Mother Dairy, we are connected to more than 10 lakh farmers across India. These farmers get benefited because as an organization, we follow the best practices for the farmers. We take care of our farmers. Almost 70% are women. And the prices that we give to the farmers are the best in the industry. We do not exploit our farmers. Actually, we invest a lot of time, energy, and money in terms of development of the farmers who are associated with Mother Dairy. And hence, as more and more milk is sourced from our channel, the farmers will definitely get affected because they'll get a better price for their produce. It will not only boost more and more milk coming to Mother Dairy kind of players, but also will give them a benefit in terms of more investment into cattle, more investment return for their investment into cattle. And hence, in the medium to long term, it will only benefit the farmers.
Okay, so it will benefit the farmers in the medium to long term. But Manish, if you can also tell us, I believe GST on paneer has been cut from 5% to 0 now, and on condensed milk and butter from 12% to 5%. If you can simplify the math for us, how much will the retail price for end consumer come down by on account of this GST cut?
See, a detailed calculation on this has to still happen because this announcement came late in the evening yesterday. But to make us maths very simple, if 100 rupees is the MRP, today the GST may be in the range of 10 to 11 rupees for the produce. Once the cut is of 7%, the MRPs ideally should go down by 5 to 6 rupees for the consumer. And that is the level, but because there are a lot of other calculations which will go into the production of the product. So this is the range in which we are talking about in terms of the consumer benefit which can happen for the consumer.
Okay, so end consumer, for them it is a positive and prices are expected to come down. Manish, thank you so much for taking